Episode 2, and rather than filling your lovely, beautiful tracker boxes with useless horses from yesterday, what we're going to do is highlight some things that could perhaps influence or improve your betting decisions in the future. Now, let's look at this race. 2-horse race. You've got 50-50 chance of being right. And Fergal O'Brien has the market second favourite. It's a fast ground horse by Stirway with Paddy Brennan on board. It is fast ground, and that's a sign in itself that this was a good bet. But the Wolf is £10 superior on paper. But for me, the reason why this horse, the Gallant Way, won is just because of the ride and Paddy Brennan. He just doesn't stop, doesn't give up. Heskin thought he had loads in the tank and didn't find it, probably because of the ground. Now, the Wolf is not one to forget. He's a lovely big scopy thing, and he is going to be really useful. And Paddy Brennan just gives us an awesome ride. So lesson learned there. You need to pick your battles. Again, Paddy Brennan in race 2. This is the novice chase, going up against, I think the butcher said, was even money, and you've got this Dubai Destination horse, Cool Destination, probably priced up about 4, 5, 6 to 1. Jumps better. Paddy Brennan's working on it, doesn't give up. He's probably playing for second, but doesn't realise that actually he's got it in for a shout of winning this thing. The butcher said this headgear and its head carriage in general really sort of sends some alarm bells in my head. I wouldn't back this thing, and I couldn't put some money on it, relying on it to maintain concentration at the business end. It's got its head up. I just don't like the horse, and the other two are to take away from it. The Cool Destination horse, I think he'll be a good little jumper, and Snow Leopardess on the far side. That would be one to track, as the dam's producing some all right jumpers too. Dive straight into the 2:15 where Locke's Corner is bowling along in front for JP. Don't take note of him. He probably will win again. He's just well handicapped, standard JP. But second, Pogue, the Grey. That's one to make note of for a 7-year-old. Very lightly raced. Really like the way it jumps. And I think he will win a few this year on good ground. Straight into the novice hurdle. Yesterday's race won by Fugitive Drift for Nicky Henderson. I think he's a bit lucky to win it. But actually, Blue Silks at the back, Orange Silks at the back. See those two jumping now? They're the ones to take note of. They're the ones to put in the tracker. Alderson is orange for John Grucott, and in the blue is O'Grady's Boy. Now, they were held up at the back, at the start of the race, 20, 30 lengths back, and they pretty much stay the same distance from these guys in front, but they're untried. That horse in blue, O'Grady's Boy, is out of a mare producing 130s, and he's by Kalanisi, so that's not a bad horse there. So he's going to have better form than that appears, and if he's ever backed in a weak race, he's one to take note of, definitely. The front three, they're good horses. They're true, like they're running well. They're ones to sort of, they're gonna have their moments in a handicap race. They're all tired at the end. And Polish in fourth, that was one that I thought was going to run better than it did, but it ran a little bit flat. They're horses, they do that. They're animals at the end of the day. But the two to take away are Alderson and O'Grady's Boy. So we're looking at the 325 here, a proper 3-miler, class 3 over sticks, and Pink now just leaving shot. That's bought before lunch. He led most of the way, jumped really nicely, but he's had a heck of a long time off, so he's not fit, so we'll forgive this run. I think he's one to really keep note of and put in the tracker. Let me know next time he runs. Green, man of the moment for Emma Lavelle. I'm going to say unbeaten since leaving Jameis Odens. It's all ones apart from a little UR. But good horse, progressive, and will probably have his race again this season. But Pink, bought before lunch, is the one for Paul Webber to take from there. Straight into the 355. It's a bit of a trip. 2 miles 7, I think this was, handicap hurdle for the class 4s, and wouldn't normally consider taking anything out of this. But blue and red going over the jumps. Now. Jumped quite nicely. That's Ollie Murphy's eventual winner, Del Duke. He has a little bit of a ding-dong at the end with Wazowski in yellow for Don McCain, who is a trainer that targets the track. So take Ollie Murphy's out of this. I think this will prove good form. And Fergal's coming in to third now. Poor old Conor Brace has been on that thing's back for 3 or 4 furlongs as his feet came out the irons. So those two on the up, take away.